Welcome to Hardcore Garage. As I start disassembling this motor, I want to make sure that I document and label all of my nuts and bolts, which is something I did not do in the original teardown in 94, 95, whatever it was. So I've got bags and bags of bolts and have no idea what they are. It's a good thing that I have other S10s. I can take apart and kind of see what there is that I need to see, or I can go on Hardcore S10 and do a search or ask someone on there, and they may know too. But the engine, we're going to try to take care of that. And the good thing about the S10 is almost everything has factory plugs that can be removed to move stuff around. That way I'll be able to get in here and do some better cleaning, decide what needs to be done. I think what I'm going to do right now is remove this, I don't know if that's maybe an idler pulley, and that bracket off of the frame. And I will label all these nuts and bolts and put them in a bag. Those two are 13 mil and that one is a 15. It's always good working on a vehicle where it's like 5 wrenches will take everything apart. Just removing one item quickly opens up the possibility for making everything a lot cleaner, and you get a better view of what's going on. I can only imagine how fun those exhaust manifold bolts are going to be to get off. I think I'm going to pull the starter next, and it looks like 2 bolts hold it on, maybe. Is that a 13 back in there? And whatever that bolt is right there, probably a 13 as well. We'll see. The one back in there was a 13 mil, and the star washer goes between the cable from the battery and the bracket. And this bolt over here is actually a 15 mil. And we'll need to remove the wire off the back of the alternator, and that is a 10 millimeter. And there's 2 sets of wires on the alternator, one that goes directly to the battery, and this double set here that I'm not sure what obviously gives power to something else, right? And there is a 3rd bolt. This is the left side of the motor, 2.5. Right there, holding the starter on. Now, some people may hate that I do this way. I probably don't need this big ass extension on here, but one of the coolest things they ever teach you in school is about leverage, guys. So instead of killing yourself trying to pull on a bolt, get you something with a little bit of length on it, and don't overdo it and try to break something. But most bolts will come out of there pretty easily. Now you switch over to impact. Unfortunately mine's outside and I'm kind of lazy this morning. Starter is off. There was one more purple wire hooked onto that lug right there, which was a 5/16. Probably is a metric, but I just grabbed the 5/16 and it worked. Hooked to this wire right here. And that opened up this side. You can pretty much see the entire oil pan now all the way around. Looks pretty good. And again, we bagged all the bolts that came out of the starter just so we can try to make sure everything goes back together the way it should. These bolts probably won't even be used if I can't clean them up and repaint them or chrome them or something, but this is what I need to have to put a starter on. And I'll be able to watch this video back and hopefully know where everything goes, right?